morning students, welcome to the computer class of Java. Today we will discuss chapter 10, nested for loops. Nested for loop means a loop within a loop. Now students, see here we will discuss one program from assignment questions. Write a program to generate the following output. Now see, in first row we are having at the rate, then at the rate hash, at the rate hash, at the rate, at the rate hash, at the rate hash, at the rate hash, at the rate hash, at the rate. Now students, here we will use two loops. One loop is called outer loop and other loop is inner loop. The first loop that we will use is called the outer loop and the second loop is called the inner loop. The outer loop always executes first and the inner loop executes inside the outer loop. Each time the outer loop executes once. So here outer loop will work for rows. Now see the students, how many rows are there in this output? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means here the loop that we will use for rows, it will run for 5 times. Now see, in the first row there is only one column. So the inner loop will run only one time according to the first row. Now in the second row there are two columns. Now here in the second time when inner loop will run, this loop will run only two times according to the row. That is, in row 2 the column loop will run only two times. Now similarly in the third row there are three columns. So here again the inner loop will run only three times according to the rows. Now we will execute this program in BlueJ window and understand the working of this program. Now students, see the BlueJ window is open. Here we will click on new class button and we will give the class name, that is patron, and click on OK button. The class icon is created. Here we will double click on the class icon. Here we will press Ctrl+A to select the code and press the delete key. Now we will write public class patron, enter, curly bracket start, public static void main, round bracket start, round bracket close, enter, curly bracket start. Now we will start our for loop, that is outer loop, for int I is equal to 1. The initial value of I will start from 1, semicolon, I less than equal to 5. So here we are having 5 rows. So we have written I less than equal to 5, semicolon, I plus plus. I plus plus means to increment the value of I. Enter, curly bracket start, enter. Now we will start our inner loop. For this we will write for, round bracket start, int j is equal to 1. Now here we will declare another variable for nested for loop. So the value of j will start from 1, semicolon, j less than equal to I. So the value of j will run till the value of I, semicolon, j plus plus to increment the value of j, round bracket close, enter, curly bracket start. Here we will put the condition if j modulus 2 double equal to 0, enter, system dot out dot print, round bracket start, double quote start, hash, double quotes close, round bracket close, semicolon, else system dot out dot print, round bracket start, double quote start, at the rate, double quote close, round bracket close, semicolon, then curly bracket close. So whenever the value of j will be modulus 2 is equal to 0, it will print hash sign, else it will print at the rate. Now inner loop closed, enter system dot out dot println, that is used to move to next line, semicolon. Now outer loop bracket closed, main method bracket closed, and class bracket closed. Now we will understand the working of this loop. Now see, for int I is equal to 1 less than equal to 5. Condition is true. The cursor will move to the next line, that it will enter in the inner loop. For int j is equal to 1, j less than equal to I, means 1 less than equal to 1. Condition is true. Again, it will check if j modulus 2 is equal to 0, system.out.print hash else system.out.print at the rate. Now you can see 1 modulus 2 is not equal to 0. So it will print else system.out.print at the rate. Now in the first row, at the rate sign will be printed. Now the value of j will be incremented, that is 2. So 2 less than equal to 1, condition is false. So this loop will not run. So cursor will move outside the loop and it will come to the next line with system.out.println. Now again the value of I will be incremented, that is 2. So 2 less than equal to 5. The cursor in the next row now, condition is true. Now it will enter in the inner loop. The value of j will start from 1. 1 less than equal to 2. Condition is true. Now condition will be checked if 1 modulus 2 is equal to 0. System.out.print hash else system.out.print. Now the value of j is 1. 1 modulus 2 is not equal to 0. Now in the next row, first column, it will print at the rate. Now the value of j will be incremented, that is 2. 2 less than equal to 2. Condition is true. Now again it will check if now the value of j is 2. So 2 modulus 2 is equal to 0. So it is true. Now it will print system.out.print hash. Now you can understand from this, whenever the value of j is even or it is divisible by 2, then it will print hash sign, else it will print at the rate. Now in this condition, in the second row, second column, it will print hash sign. Now again the value of j will be incremented, that is 3. So 3 less than equal to 2. Condition is false. Now it will not enter in the loop and it will print system.out.println. The cursor will move to the next line. Now again the value of outer loop, that is I, will be incremented and it is 3. So 3 less than equal to 5, condition is true. The cursor in the third row now. Again the value of j will be is 1. It will start from 1. Now 1 less than equal to 3, condition is true. Again, if 1 modulus 2 is equal to 0, it will print hash. This condition is false now. So else it will print at the rate. Again in the third row, first column, it will print at the rate. Now again the value of j is incremented, that is 2. So 2 less than equal to 3. Condition is true. Again, if j modulus 2 is equal to 0, now again the value, this condition is true. 2 modulus 2 is equal to 0. So system.out.print, it will print hash. Again the value of I will be, j will be incremented. The value of j is 3 now. So 3 less than equal to 3. Condition is true. If 3 modulus 2 is equal to 0, this condition is false. So else it will print at the rate. Again the value of j is incremented, that is 4. Now 4 less than equal to 3. Condition is false. So this inner loop is false now and the cursor will move to the next line with system.out.println. Now again the value of I is incremented, that is 4. So 4 less than equal to 5, condition is true. So again this loop will run and whenever the value of j is even, like 2, 4, 6, it will print hash sign, else it will print at the rate. Now We will click on compile button to compile this program. See class compile, no syntax error. Click on close button. Right click on the class icon and click on the void main. Now see the students output in front of us. In first row, it will print @. Now in the second row, when the value of j is odd, it will print @. When the value of j is 2, that is 2 modulus 2 is equal to 0, it will print hash sign. Now in the third row, the value of j is odd, it will print @. When it is 2, it will print hash sign. When it is 3, it will print @. Similarly, in the fourth row, again when it is 1, it will print @. When it is 2, it will print hash sign. When it is 3, it will print @, and when it is 4, it will print hash sign. So students, I hope you have understood this program. Must do the practical practice, and in the next video we will continue with the next program. Thank you very much.